Well, good morning. I forgot to push the start button. Oh my gosh, I cracked myself up. We are live. I am your Texas card dude. Good morning. I got caught reading article about PSA population report. So that was lots of fun. And then hit the wrong button, got caught off guard. You know how that goes. Also, all sorts of fun this morning. Fun and entertainment. I actually like that better. All right. So I did not go live on Monday. Why didn't I go live on Monday? Well, I really didn't have anything to say, and I just didn't want to jump in and waste some airtime. So, one at a time, I just decided to kind of move forward. So, schedule's still supposed to be the same, but really didn't have a lot to say. So, just decided I ain't got nothing to say. If there's nothing to report, why report? So, I have been catching up on news because this weekend, Engineering Hobby Hotline, be myself, Jim Beckett, and Jeff. I am Deafness, so we'll have lots of fun with that. But I have to catch up with my news and notes, so I was doing that and got caught reading an article about the pop report. So loads of fun. I do want to say that last week on Hobby Hotline, there was Canton Card Collectors comment on just hobby shops and break-ins in general. He said, here's a quote: "Save yourself the headache, sell online, or open your shop in a good area." Well, one of the things that I wanted to say was that Mason's Card Shop here in Dallas is 5 minutes from the Star in Frisco. They're also in Frisco's $1 billion mile, 2 minutes from a fire station and a hospital, a very, very nice area. They've been broken into at least once. I know twice that I know of. So just because you're in a good area does not necessarily mean that you won't get broken into for a card shop. That's what I wanted to say about that. One of my biggest enemies, and everybody knows this, and if you work for yourself and if you work within a time frame, uh, you know that time is your enemy, and time has been my enemy for a while. Um, it's been my enemy for a while, and I'm trying to become more efficient, and I get better at some things and worse at others. But I am getting better. I'm getting better at time. But the biggest enemy that I have is time. It's how long it's taking to do everything or to do anything whatsoever. So as I get faster, things will get smoother and better. Um, but time is my biggest enemy. I hope y'all watched um, the industry summit news, breaking news that was broken a couple days ago. I watched that this morning as well. I plan on going, but what I really liked was that they released the date September 30th through October 1st is going to be the card show, and then October 2nd through October 5th is going to be the summit on the strip, on Harris Strip, which I'm excited for. So now I'm going to start planning and budgeting for going next year. I full well plan on doing everything I can to go. So getting ready for that. Um, and they're having a poker tournament this year instead of a golf tournament. They're doing a Texas Hold'em poker tournament, which is going to be indoors as opposed to outdoors in the heat. Um, So, and I like that it's actually on at Harrah's, because even if you get shut out hotel wise, there's still plenty of hotels and plenty of options for flying in. Um, Very cost effective. So I wanted to just throw that out there for everybody who's watching and listening. Um, I did see where Ronald Acuna Jr. is doing an autograph signing. So that was really cool to see that. Looks like it's about $179 to have a baseball autographed. It's about what you would have to pay street price for a Acuna Jr. autograph ball. So that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool to see that he didn't jack up his pricing. Brady Belichick was the second best Sunday Night Football audience, which was about right. Found out where Mookie Betts leads the MLB jersey sales for the second year straight. I didn't that surprised me. I mean, I knew he should be on the list, but I didn't think he would be number one. But again, that goes back to me learning, best players in baseball popularity wise is different. In order, you got Betts, Tatis, Acuna, Baez, Judge, and Arenado, which was very interesting. And then baseball's reported attendance was 45.3 million, lowest attendance since 1984. Again, that has to do with the pandemic. Two teams not being able to go into their actual stadiums, and then pandemic and limiting what only the Rangers allowed everybody to come in all at once. So that's not surprising. Let's see. Interesting news tidbit that I read this morning. Mickey Mantle's debut ticket stub from April of 51. It debuted on auction, Leland's auctions, sold for over $101,000. So that tells you that the used ticket market is really starting to heat up. We've talked about that before, but wanted to kind of share that. Just again, something very interesting that I learned. All right, so wanted to talk about, and we've talked about this before, and John was on last week, but I wanted to really put together a football set. And people talk about, well, what would you do if you had carte blanche to build a set on your own? I thought it would be an interesting topic. Just different my thoughts, because I thought it would be a fun experience. I thought I would share. So a 330 card set is what I would build. 1 through 25 with draft picks. So the top 25 draft picks, card number one draft pick, of course. The 26 through 50 would be last year's top second year players. So, 1 through 25, 26 through 50, and then 51 through 100, I would do Hall of Famers. So I would go back and redo the Hall of Famers, but I would try to grab their rookie card and just do a reproduction, not like a Topps 85, Topps 86, but just take the original and try to reprint it, and then across the back, real bold, put reprint, so you don't have somebody saying, "Oh, is this a reprint or is this an original?" and having any confusion. Just making sure, like the other cards have a rubber stamp on them that say that way 100% that it would be a reprint. And then the next 101 to 250, that would be your veteran football players, anywhere between no less than three to five players per team. So that would give you a pretty good way to build teams and build team sets. What's up, Mark? Going through this experience, I thought it would be interesting to share. I really thought gave some thought to this. Thought it would be a fun exercise. So again, 101 to 250 would be the veterans, and again 3 to 5, however the math works out. I didn't do the math, but a minimum of 3 per team, so that everybody gets a chance to build, players, and you can rotate players. You don't have to have the same player every single year. You could do built some old school football sets in 83 and 80. Nice. And then 250 through 300, I wanted to do coaches and owners. And you don't have to stick with modern. You could go previous, you could go future, you could do, but just owners and coaches. And then what I thought would be really cool, the last part of it, 301 through 330, that would be my fans of the game. So people like the Purple People Eaters, the Dog Pound, uh, uh, Crazy Ray from the Cowboys, uh, the Hogettes, and then celebrities. And in this mix, you could also put in uh, different personalities of like Brian Gumbel or John Madden or uh, Ken Oberman, just different sportscasters. There's a lot of fun things that you could do with this set. You could also do mascots. There's a lot of things where you could do fans of the game, different tailgate pictures, just just a really fun portion of that set. So, and what I'm trying to do is that would be what I'm trying to do is give everybody a chance to have your different subsets or your sub building, similar to what they did in the 90s, where especially 90s basketball, where you had various um, subsets within a set. And then you would be able to build various, and then nothing difficult, uh, 25 to 150 per would give you at least the ability to, in a box or 2 boxes, be able to build the veteran sets. Um, Parallels, I do want to have parallels. So I was thinking, like, for the base parallel, a yellow is what I was thinking. Kind of like the penalty flag would be the base parallel. Um, and then the numbered, I would start from 1,000 to 1. And I thought it would be fun to play with this. So you could do green for 1,000 yards, so a green parallel, uh, brown or a leather or a snakeskin type of thing to 500 for 500 rushing yards as a milestone, and then blue for a 300-yard game. So, and you could just do that as for a blue quarterbacks, and then a leather would be running backs, and only have that limited to those particular positions. And then you can put DBs, or you can put linebackers into each set. So you've got a subset of a subset of a subset. So you can really build this as a collector set or a player set or a team set. I would want to do a white or cream or something like that for 100 yards as a base. Hey, what's up, Diego? What's up, Diego? Uh, and then a silver, gold, platinum, silver 50, gold 25, platinum being the 10. Hey, what's up, Mr. Ken? What's up, David? Hope I'm not. I thought this would be fun exercise. And then what's really cool, this is what I thought. So out of 5, you would do a touchdown type of card, but that would be a holographic card. So out of 5, out of each player, you would build a holographic card. Like, so remember the Spider-Man and the Marvel hologram cards of the 90s, or the Pro Set, um, the Pro Set Super Bowl trophy card. Yo, what's up, Dan? So that's what I was thinking of out of 5. And then one of ones would be Super Bowl, and those would be autographed. But I wouldn't put the autograph into the actual set. Okay. I would put the autograph as redemption only, and already have them in play. And the reason why I would do that is I would encase them, so there wouldn't be damaging or anything similar to what the Project 2020 cards are. So something like that. That way that you don't pull a one of one Super Bowl autograph card and it's got corner dings or something like that because of pack out or because of shipping or because some dude put it in a blaster box and was dropping, some kid was throwing the blaster box. Yeah, I'm sure, but yeah, congratulations on the Red Sox winning. That was awesome. I loved it. Go Xander. Go Xander. But I wouldn't pack that out. I would put it as redemption, but I would make sure that that we had the redemptions before we packed out the redemption card. I would not send out a redemption without it. So that would be parallels. I thought it would be interesting to do parallels, and then you could do variations. We talked about variations, but I'd do like a picture variations. So walking from the bus, you know how players walk from the bus into the stadium? You could take pictures of that. You could take pictures at team dinners or interviews, like Dallas Cowboys have a radio show that they do live. You could do some sort of interview, uh, variation or something like that. And then you could do it with double players or with 2 players and then have that type of uh, oh, wow, Mark, you got to be tired. You have to be tired. Um, but I would do something like that where you would have different, wouldn't have them on the field. It would be an off the field type of variation where you get something um, in their actual, like the native habitat or whatever you want to call it. And then I would bring back the different squad photos or team photos like you had in the 70s. Most of you guys would spend on a box of sport flicks. So I was thinking, let's see. Yeah, I would do that. I would do 25 shipped. I would do 25 shipped. I don't know about y'all, but I would do 25 shipped. Um, I would also do different squads or units. So I would do a quarterback. Um, for each one of the quarterbacks, I would do a quarterback room or wide receiver room or defensive end rooms, or and that way you catch all the players, and you could do it like how the defense does their pose or at the end of a touchdown or doing it during training camp while everybody's in the room. That would be kind of cool. But doing the different squad photos, and that would be a variation as well. So again, a variety of of different things for different type of collectors. I would also put in there, yeah, 86 through 90. Yeah, and then I love experiences. So, and I don't think they do enough of this. Topps does it with their, and John, I already had this down. I would already have this down. I had this down before John did his release of So I was already thinking about this, but tickets to a game, tailgate, um, yeah, I actually have uh, some old sport flicks. I can't remember where they're at, but they're stashed in the other room somewhere. Um, Tickets to the game, tailgates, player signings, autograph memorabilia, replicate trophies, coach for a day, reporter for a, those type of experiences. I would insert those into as redemptions as well, and insert those into the packs. And again, I would bring back holograms and stickers. I would so bring back holograms and stickers. I I miss those. I completely miss those. Uh, and then on the relic side, so sports memorabilia, that type of thing, I would do only game used. I would not do any type of um, player worn I would want game used only, so that way you could identify what particular game something was being uh, where and when it was played. Would do skins of the game, which would be footballs that were touched by players or used by players in the game. So if you had a Dak Prescott uh, leather football, it was used in a game. So if you did, and then you could do, if you wanted to do a duel, if it was Dak Prescott pass to Amari Cooper, then you could do a Dak Prescott Amari Cooper relic or game used, and then you could have hands of the game. So any of the players that use gloves, then that would be considered game used gloves. You could do shirt off my back jerseys. So each of the jerseys for the players, there's also sorts of different. If you wanted to do a pylon, you could do a pylon. If you wanted to do a penalty flag, you could do a penalty flag. If you wanted to do coaches' sweaters, hats, um, football helmets, any type of item that was used during a game, that could be used as relics. And I wouldn't use the little bitty small patches. I would actually get a bigger patch of, so that you enjoy like the whole. I don't I like relics, but I don't like the small panini, and do as many tricolored as you possibly can. So that way you get a true experience of not just the single patch, and then the footballs. Trying to make sure you get the logos in. That would be really cool as well. Um, and then, again, you could do triple relics, double relics. You could do autographs, and possibly make those redemptions as well. Because I hate it when you get a card and it's damaged through pack out. Yeah, you would have to. You want to have the experience of the card, but do you want the card damaged? Yeah, yes, you have to worry about redemptions and you have to worry, but you don't put the redemption in unless you have the card. You don't do it, and you don't pre-plan. So yeah, it could be a little difficult time time management wise, but or management of a particular. And Brian Gray would be able. I might actually see if I can't get Brian Gray on to talk about how he builds his sets, so that we could go through that experience and talk further about that. I'm actually going to make a note of that. Because I want to have more guests on that would share these stories and that would share how they would do. I've got a couple already getting planned out, so those are gonna start coming. I've got just a wicked Okay. That's coming. So get ready. Get ready. I want to do. There's several that I want to do. I'm not gonna go knee deep into it, but those are my initial thoughts on what I would do with if I had, if someone were to say, hey, build a set, build, from scratch, what would you do? But I want to make sure that I use used that you got a lot of variations, that you got a lot, and it would be geared towards not only chase, but chase subsets, and then it would give something for the kids to chase, or something that the kids could go do. Now, price, I wouldn't have a clue. I wouldn't have a clue, but I wanted to make sure that the set was varied, that it would have small enough subsets that it could be built if you wanted to, and then if you wanted to go rainbow and build, every single one of the veteran players, you're not chasing 50. If you're a player collector, you're only chasing like 10 or 11. So that's the if you were doing a team, you would chase only 3 to 5 or 3 to 7, and it would be easier to do than, you know. eh, But the set's large enough to where if you'd have to be able to do. You couldn't do it with one. You could do it with 2 boxes, or even 3 boxes, or something like that, and then give everybody enough variations to um, where it's it's not just one of those cheesy. I gotta. It's a single color patch. Yeah, yes, you would get that, but how cool would it be to have a single color patch with the autograph? Actually, I mean, Topps does it with their WWE product, where it's on material autographs, so it can be done. And but yeah, there's some logistic stuff that I would have to work out. But I did want to bring back holograms. I did want to bring back stickers and put those in, and then be open to any other ideas that you could come up with that would really. And the pictures, the photos, I wanted to do the photo variations so you don't have the two. Remember how you had in the early baseball sets, you had the basic set, the basic, and then of course in Heritage you have the in action. Doing something like that throughout. Yeah, nine parallels, 9 parallels. So yes, I've got, how many parallels do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I've got 10 parallels, including the one of one. So even if you wanted to do just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the top 6 you could fit on a 6 page. So you're not chasing after stupid colors or anything like that. I wanted to pick colors that would be relevant to the number itself. So you would you would you would have some significance, like the 1,000 yards, the 500 leather football, or 500 yards, 300 yards, 100 yards. Every one of them has a significance within the sport of football. So you're not just doing, and then within the fans of the game, you could go back to the 1990s pro sets and do player families, or at one point in time, somebody was doing recipes, like a player's favorite recipe. Not really amazing and awesome, but something something that would be interesting to that particular player. And you could do it as a parallel, or you could do put it in the different fans of the game, or whatever. I mean, as a variation. Um, yeah, so just different stuff, that instead of the same old, instead of the same old. I really wanted to put variations into my set. I really wanted to put um, I really wanted to put experiences, holograms, stickers, um, name a relic, something that's relevant. Shirt off my back, hands of the game, um, skins of the game. If you wanted to tear apart cleats and do uh, feet, do a kickers, you could do feet of the game. You know, everybody's hyping on kickers right now. Feet of the game. Uh, you could do the grass. They just did dirt. You could do grass. I mean, there's all sorts of things. If they tore down a stadium, you could put in stadium relics. Hey, Zach, what's up? What's up? There's just so many different things that you could do. There you go. Tom Brady, avocado sorbet. There you go. Um, players favorite car. You do Jay Leno's car. I mean, just various different things as opposed to the same old, same old. So that's what I thought of. Buy Soldier Field so sad. Yes. Yes. Or when Cowboy Stadium went under, everybody sold seat backs. We'll take the seat backs and put the seat backs as a relic, you know, or put it as an in-game experience or a redemption and send it that way and have them autographed. You know, just different types of stuff as opposed to jersey, plain jersey. So that was my thought around building a set, having it very varied, have it different, have many chases so that, and the chases are small enough to where it can be done not too easily, but it's not impossible. You don't have the 34 colored and then 12 numbered of the 34 color. I mean, the impossible build. So, and then have it kind of basic, have it kind of where it would be able for kids to collect. So that was my thoughts. I also wanted to go over just some of some of the Pop Report. I was just reading this before I went live, and that was so completely awkward a live start. So I apologize about that. But let's talk about this for a second. So PSA is now done for September. This is September's report. 830 plus thousand cards. They did an average of 27.6 thousand per day, an average of 1.1 thousands or 1,100 cards per hour. If you don't think there's about to be a bunch of slabs or a bunch of junk slabs, get ready. 24% increase of August, and they're on pace to do 10,000 or 10 million annually. So that means that with it, again, I've been saying 18 months, 18 to 12 months, they should be caught up on their backlog. So that would open it back up. They did 277,000 basketball, 204,000 baseball cards, which is a 24% a 45% increase. That's to be expected because it was baseball season or gearing up for baseball season. 183,000 gaming, 91,000 football, and 28,000 soccer cards, rounding up with 19,000 hockey cards. So that's a lot of cards graded. That is a lot of cards graded. Let's see. They did over 34,000 Panini basketball or Prism basketball. They did 27.9 thousand 1920 Chronicles. They did 21.4 thousand Mosaic and 14.3 Optic or 14.3 thousand optics. So junk slabs is doing a random carry. You get a 6, you get 7, you're given 2. It's possible. It's very possible. But with that many, what's the quality you're going to get? And here's what was very interesting. What this tells you is how overproduced Topps was. So Luis Robert's Series 2 rookie card, they graded 2,700 rookie cards, Series 2. There's 24,000. There's over 24. There's almost 25,000 Luis Robert Series 2 rookie cards in the Pop Report. What does that make a PSA 10 worth? What does that make a PSA 9 worth? They have 2,000 of each Chrome rookie card. That tells you a lot about the slab count and what the Pop Report's about to do. I don't know about you, but that kind of concerns me. We knew it was going to be bad. We knew it was going to be bad. I think this report is not only giving everybody updates on what they're doing and is fascinating information, but it should also kind of let you stand up and notice that, hey, how overproduced the products were, and get ready for an influx. And what does that do to the pricing of those particular cards on the secondary market, and how that's going to tumble. So those are concerns of mine. Topps Series 2 is a flagship set for everyone, though, right? It's not supposed to be a premium. Yeah. Yep. Just get ready, y'all. Just get ready. So that's what I got. I thought it would be interesting to have fun with build your own set. I thought it would be cool to kind of go through that exercise. Hope you had fun. I had fun thinking about it and putting it together and coming up with different things to do. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any prayer requests, let me know. I'll pray you up. Say prayers every morning for everybody. Those of you who have asked, and those of you who haven't asked and who are having trouble, I have sent prayers your way. Support your local LCS. Support your local card show. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining the conversation. Love the conversation today. If there's anything I can help out with, let me know. Hey, y'all have a fantastic day. Thanks. Bye.